Hi guys, today I am in Armenia, in the city of Yerevan, the capital, and that's my annual visa run. As a Russian, I can stay in Georgia only for 1 year, and then I have to leave to any other country and come back and my visa will be renewed. Actually, I'm really hoping that they will let me in, because recently I've heard about a case when they didn't let my acquaintance in, and now I'm super scared. So for my trip there, I took a bus and it was 40 lari, and yeah, the road was quite peaceful, everything was working out fine. I had a little bit of a problem on the railway station, the bus station, not sure how it's called, but like a central bus station, you know. So I had a little bit of a problem there because no one knew what to do, and I was like walking to different people and they just sent me to a different place and like ask that person, ask this person. But finally I figured it out, I'm fine, and I got to Yerevan. The road took about 6 hours. I feel like it actually took less, maybe like around 5 hours, because this driver was pretty fast. And yeah, hopefully I will take the same car back to Tbilisi. I'm going back in 3 days. And yeah, let me show you Yerevan, let me show you what changed during those 2 years that I haven't been there. I went to Yerevan for the first time 2 years ago. I have a vlog about that, make sure you watch that. And now I'm walking to a Cascade, a site that I've already seen 2 years ago, but I think it's such a like famous landmark, so I have to see it again and just walk around, see the Freedom Square, the Liberty Square, all those things, and I'll take you along. So that's my breakfast included in my hotel price, and it's mashed potatoes with sausage, egg, cheese, and bread. I saw so many crows here. These ones look like they are chatting about something, and they are not afraid of people at all. I have never seen this ever. The roads are very wide here, which reminds me so much about Russia, and the whole layout and how the buildings look so Soviet really makes me think I'm back in Russia sometimes, except of the pink marble. You can't see that in Russia. I've made it to Swan Lake, and it has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful light blue water. The sun almost killed me because it's very, very hot in Yerevan, even at the end of August, but I made it. So behind that lake there is an opera theater and then the Cascade. So I'm basically at the Freedom Square now. Here's the view from all the sides, and now we're gonna see the monument where everyone's taking picture with it. I'm gonna walk closer so we can actually see, and maybe I'll take a picture with it. That's the monument of an Armenian man. Ew, I hate those scooters. And he has a big nose, and from the color of it, I feel like it's like you'll be lucky the whole year if you touch his nose, and probably a hand too. So let's do it. So here's that opera theater that I was talking about on Freedom Square. And there's a monument. Let's see what that is. Unfortunately, I can't read Armenian, but it says who it is in Armenian. Probably some famous person for opera. And oh, it says masquerade, like masquerade in Russian in there. That's gonna be performed in 2 days. I'm not gonna go, but still cool. That's Ohan or Oan durian. I'm going for the sip of water because I couldn't find a shop, which is strange because it's too touristy. Oh, it looks like a flower, so cute. And I finally made it to Cascade. The monument is still there, and the Cascade, aka the panda stairs, how I call them, is still there as well. Oh, look at the crow with a piece of bread in the mouth. Interesting. Oh, let's see if the kiwi bird is still there. Oh yeah, I see it is. I really like this kiwi bird that is blue at the end of this square, and the teapot is very cute as well. Well, look at this dandelion. It's like a metal dandelion, and these parts look like they light up. What does it say? Oh, dandelion clock, steel and glass. Wow, I really like that. The leaves look very similar to dandelion leaves. Wow, look how grass is cut. Do they cut it like every day? How do they maintain it, I wonder? And that's the Cascade. I'm not gonna climb those stairs because that's insane in such heat. And I haven't done that the last time I was there either. But that's the kiwi bird. Look at that, they made a saying out of bushes, and it says Cafe Jan, Center for the Arts. And what are these are doing? I don't know. The kiwi bird is still there. I really like it. Like, something about it is just talking to me. Like, that's so cool. How fat it is, amazing. Kiwi, aluminium, 2018. Wow. Let's look at the Cascade a little bit closer. Oh, that's the Cafe Jan Art Center. It's there. Maybe we'll walk there and see the same thing that was written in the bushes. I was really looking forward to visit this coffee shop chain, and obviously nothing hits more than a Bumble coffee in hot weather. So my hair dyed because it's so hot in here. I have to create something like that. But it died as well as my social anxiety, because I've asked so many people about so many things, like Wi-Fi password, how to get somewhere, I don't know, any kind of help I could possibly need. And I did it all in Russian because in Armenia they speak Russian. Like, I would say 90% of people speak Russian, especially like service workers and so on. So I just like straight up walked to people and like in full on Russian, like, excuse me, can you tell me how to do this and that? And they always like respond in a perfect Russian. So that's very convenient, and that's very crazy. Like, it feels insane that I can speak Russian like in a country and like everyone understands me. That's a little bit unusual to me, because I've lived in Georgia for 3 years now. Oh my god, can you believe that? And I haven't felt that in a while, because in Georgia mostly I speak English to people, and only to elderly people I speak Russian. Typically I die from social anxiety because it's hard for me to make a phone call, like language barrier and everything. I hate it. I hate everything about it. But today I feel like my social anxiety died, and not I died from social anxiety. Typically it's vice versa. So I'm at a bus stop waiting for my bus. Hopefully I would be able to figure it out how to get from point A to point B. I had a coffee in a Russian coffee shop called Surf Coffee, and we even had it in Khabarovsk, in the city where I lived in Russia, which is not like super major city. So it's like very famous chain of coffee shops, and they have it here in Armenia. I feel like 2 years ago when I was in Armenia the last time, they didn't have it yet. Yeah, obviously everyone speaks Russian there. It's a Russian chain, like, yeah. And I had a Bumble coffee, which is coffee with orange juice, and that's also a Russian coffee drink. Now I'm gonna get to the English Park, and also close to English Park, that would be a Republic Square, and that's where all the buildings are pink. And the thing about Armenia also is that a lot of buildings in there are made out of this pink brick, because this particular stone is very common for Armenia to like find it actually in the ground. So that's why they make it out of this pink stone, and it's definitely very beautiful, makes it look like Barbie land. And I'm gonna show you the pink buildings. It's not like a vibrant pink, but it's definitely noticeable to the eye that the buildings are like pink, like light pink. I would say it's like a pinkish orange color. So yeah. And I woke up at 9 a.m. because my breakfast started at 9 a.m. And actually, I feel like I have done so many things already, but it's not even an afternoon, you know? That's crazy. I don't know if it's my bus. Yeah, that's probably my bus. I'm not gonna run. That's the bus. I'm not gonna run, you know? I'm gonna walk to it and see if I'll make it, or just wait for the next one. Five minutes later, a new bus came, and I made it to the place where I wanted to go. But I feel like such an embarrassment to a society, because as we say in Russia, I took a ride as a hare, or as a bunny, I guess. And that means that I didn't pay for my ticket. In my defense, I tried, and everywhere I go here, I can pay with my Georgian card because it works internationally. And I thought that in a bus, I can just pay by card, by my Georgian card, like everywhere else. But turns out I need something else for the bus. And I tried to pay at the paying machine on the bus, and it made this terrible beep sound like, no, you didn't pay. I tried to talk to the driver explaining my situation in Russian, but he didn't respond with anything, so I guess he didn't speak Russian. So I feel like a double embarrassment now. And the driver didn't kick me out for not paying, he just like let me in. So I guess it's fine. I guess, I don't know, maybe he thought that I'm 12 years old because I look so. And he pitied me, I don't know. I definitely need to find some place with Wi-Fi and just Google how Armenian transport works. Maybe you need like a specific bus card to pay. I don't know, maybe you just need an Armenian card. I have no idea. But everyone paid with some kind of card. And I'm so embarrassed that I haven't paid. It was probably like 50 cents per ride or something like that. I feel embarrassed that I didn't research it beforehand. In my defense, I tried to pay, but like it didn't work. But they didn't kick me out, they let me in, so it's fine, I guess. I don't know how I'm gonna get home because I expected to take a bus home, but hopefully I'll find a cafe and just like research everything. I'm finally in the English park and I see this gigantic egg and I want to come closer because that's very curious what that is and what it means. It also has a theater, I guess, in the middle of it. But I'm more curious about this egg. That's not an egg, that's the moon. And this one says USSR, that's Tereshkova probably. I don't really know how they look like, I don't remember, but that's Gagarin, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's Gagarin. That is, thank God it's written in Russian, I can actually read. This one is Tsiolkovsky. That one is Korolev, Leonov, Glushko, and Tereshkova, the only woman in space. Yeah, that's a space corner. And this globe, I wonder what this is. Probably some kind of like exposition, some kind of gallery or something. Let's read. Oh no, I wouldn't be able to read. It's all in Armenian. I'll never know what this is. It has Instagram at the bottom, and that's the only English I can see here. And it says planetarium, so that's something about space as well. Space and planets. Look at the fountain or just steady water. The water looks so pretty. And there's a bird. As far as I can see, it's real bird. This one. But it's not moving, which is suspicious. Probably sleeping, I guess. That is a national theater, as far as I understand. Let's see what else is in there. I saw someone selling cotton candy. The trees look very pretty. Really similar to Georgian trees. In Georgia we also have trees with this like white wood. Oh, look at the doggy. Hi, dog. Didn't touch him. Or he doesn't speak Russian. I have a problem that animals in Georgia don't understand me speaking Russian to them. Like they react more to Georgian words, and probably here they also react more to Armenian words, which does make sense. But the concept of animals speaking different languages surprises me. What is that? It's like a round pool. Not like a pool, like a fountain. It doesn't have water as far as I can see, but like it's like round with the green grass in the middle. Yeah, that's interesting concept. Here's a little island, you can walk to it. There's a little like path and you can actually walk there. But this one doesn't look that sturdy. There's like no water, a little bit of water in there. That's very weird. What is it supposed to be? Like a pond? Let's walk. Let's actually get there. Yeah, there's just like a little island with a tree. Oh no, it is sturdy enough. It's like metal. And you can get to the island itself, and here's a crow. For some reason in Armenia, like I see so many crows and they're not scared of people. In Georgia or in Russia, whatever I see crows, they're like wild. They're like, if you get close to them, they are scared away. But here, it's so many of them, they're so huge, and they're not scared of you. They're basically like pigeons. Not sure I can walk on this grass, but yeah, other people are walking there. Look at the crow. It's just sitting there and I'm so close. Now it started walking away from me. But I'm like right here and it's here. Are you in the meeting? I think I witnessed a crow meeting. Why are they standing in a circle, sort of? Here's a sculpture in the park called the Cellar of Water. Just like a man with a... this looks like a Georgian wine thing. But probably you can put water in it as well. And here's another sculpture of a head, I guess of a like founder of the theater, probably some actor. Doesn't have anything readable for me, only Armenian letters. But let's pretend we know who that is. And that's the theater. Looks a bit Soviet, this orange part.